Falling in Reverse, Zombified. You know, I think this is their first single since Popular Monster. I could be wrong about that. But anyways, they've been releasing a lot of singles here and there since like 2018 or something. And they finally announced a new EP. I hope there's like new tracks in the new EP and it's not just a collection of all those singles. But you know, we'll see what it is. This is Zombified. The only thing I've heard about it is that it's kind of like Popular Monster, maybe too much like it. So we'll be the judge of that today. If it's like that, then yeah, I don't know. I like that song. So we'll have to see. I'm Jordan Needham. This is J Ham Entertainment, and let's get into this. Should have dropped it on Halloween, damn.
Zombified.
Okay.
The monsters are living under your bed, cause they are the voices in your head.
Okay. Let's go, Ronnie.
Zombified by the lies they said. We become the walking dead. Everybody's zombified. They're bumping us with lies like it's formaldehyde.
Let's go, Ronnie.
We're dead inside. It goes on and on. Let this go. When it stops, we'll never know. We're hypnotized.
Oh.
And they won't stop till you're zombified.
Okay. I like that it's kind of riff driven. That's cool. Haven't had that for a while. Not from them.
You better shut your mouth and bite your tongue, cause you don't wanna piss off anyone. We're traumatized by the damage done. Welcome to America. Cause everybody's talking edge. Oh no, they'll never let go. Something you said 10 years ago.
I mean, that's kind of true, though. Good chorus. Damn! Oh! Okay. Oh, let's go. Oh! Oh! Oh, shit! Let's go. Chorus. Let's go. Bring it in. Let's go. Ooh. Woo!
Zombified.
Let's go. All right, I got a lot to say about that, like a ton to say about it, because I'm gonna approach this from a few different perspectives. There's one, you know, just me being a fan of metal, me being a fan of like falling in reverse. Also, the commentary that's going on, like what is the song about, the social commentary that it's touching on, obviously cancel culture and whatnot. And then I also happen to be a CGI artist. I'm not really in VFX or like real world compositing for the most part, but I definitely know more than the average person about VFX because I'm a CGI artist. And if you need a CGI artist or 3D artist for some album art or some music visuals, some animation, if you want to check out my portfolio, link is in the description below. Let's do the musical commentary. I don't really think this sounded that much like Popular Monster. I think that review was kind of off personally. It was one of my friends that said that. I guess I can see the similarity. It's not that much like it though. I mean, Popular Monster was a lot more like rap driven during the verses. This definitely was like riff driven during the verses. I really liked the groove that was going on at times because of the riff, and it was kind of like bouncing around. I liked it. I liked that. Chorus was really nice. Of course, you always got to get a good chorus with Falling in Reverse. The breakdown was also pretty sick. That was pretty similar to Popular Monster in a way, but you can see how this would all be on the same EP. Yeah, I don't think it's like too similar for me to not like it, you know? Like if it was a complete ripoff of Popular Monster, we'd be having a different discussion, but I actually did like this song. I think it's unique enough compared to his recent singles that I think it's good. Now, just some brief commentary on the CGI that went on in this video. So the first thing I want to say is I wonder how this video was sketched up, how it was storyboarded rather, because it was really ambitious from start to finish. And I wonder if they tried to make it look real, or they were going to try to make things look really real. And then they realized like, hey, we either don't have enough time or we don't have enough money. And so they kind of stylized it a little bit and didn't try to really make it look real at all. Because parts of it look kind of real, but you know, they're not trying to like sell it to you as if this happened in real life sort of thing, or like this is a Hollywood movie with a blockbuster budget and you're not going to be able to tell something is CGI. No, like everything that was done there pretty much you can tell was CGI. But you know, that could be a decision of like, listen, we got to utilize what we have to the best of our abilities, and instead of just trying to make it look like it's really real, we're going to use this to our advantage and kind of make it unique and make it kind of what's the word I'm going for? I just like the feel. It kind of gave me like nostalgic horror vibes, you know? I think what I was getting at is that the VFX overall just remind me of kind of like 80s or 90s movies, like early 90s movies like Back to the Future. It almost looks directly like those sort of VFX. And particularly the reason that I bring up Back to the Future is because of the establishing shot being outside of a town hall sort of thing. I remember that scene from Back to the Future where they have like electricity or lightning bolts coming through, and it's kind of a iconic scene. It was an iconic VFX shot. That's the vibe that I get from the entirety of this music video. I like that. I do. But the best part, I think, was when the guy's heads got blown off. No, but I actually think that was pretty well done. When the zombie first blew up, it was okay, but especially when like he blew his head off, that was pretty sick. I think that was a sick shot. Yeah, I'm not gonna go too far into detail on that just because it's not really my field specifically. I could go deeper, but
Very poor choice of words.
I don't. Not right now. Not right now. If you would like to see me do this more often and go deeper into these VFX videos, these CGI videos, please let me know by leaving a comment down below. The thing is, it's a lot to edit, so I gotta have positive reinforcement. Because some of this, like the fire at the start, doesn't even look like it was trying to be real sort of thing. And also like the building collapsing. Yeah, you can just tell that this is like entirely CG. And not even to a degree of like, you almost can't tell. It's like, no, pretty much everybody watching this would be like, yeah, I know that's fake, you know? But yeah, great work done by the artist in that video. If you worked on that video as an artist, as a CG artist, please contact me. I would like to talk to you. I'd like to speak with you. I like to make connections within the 3D industry. So maybe talk about the process that went into making that video. I'd be willing to talk to you about that, maybe even publicly, if you were even willing to do that. If not, just in my DMs. But okay, so the last thing is the social commentary that was going on. I know this is probably the least interesting part of the review, but so I saved it for the last. If that makes any sense. The grand finale is the least exciting. No, okay, so yeah, obviously this song is about cancel culture. You know, there's parts of it where it's like, obviously parts of this is, it's true. You know, there's parts of it that are true. There's parts of it that I don't necessarily agree with the mainstream narrative on cancel culture, but I don't want to get too political. There's the fact that just from an apolitical standpoint, I think in particular cancel culture, like the topic of cancel culture is one that's kind of a hacky topic to hit on now, because it's just been so like if you watch any stand-up comedy now and cancel culture doesn't come up, like you found a rarity. I can't really watch stand-up at the moment because they're talking about two things. It's COVID or cancel culture, and it's like, okay bro, we get it, just like come up with something new, you know. I definitely get how that topic can be stale at this day and age. It's not 2014. These are not rampant SJWs the way they were. No, I'll say what I agree with it on is I do think it is kind of ridiculous that you can get canceled over something you said 10 years ago, but I think you have to take it case by case, in my opinion. I also think that I'm gonna get blown up for this, but I think a lot of cancel culture is just people disagreeing with you. Like, there used to not be the same ability to push back if somebody made a terrible comment, because we didn't have Twitter, because everybody likes to label cancel culture as whenever somebody's disagreeing with you or saying like, hey, that was offensive, maybe you shouldn't say that. I don't really think that's cancel culture. I think the time where it gets to being cancel culture is more on the platforms that ban people. If you're calling for people to get banned, that's probably cancel culture, but just because you disagree with somebody and what they said, or you said that's offensive, I don't really think that's cancel culture. I think that's just you having an opinion and voicing your opinion, and you're disagreeing with somebody. Now, there's extreme cases of everything, but my point is, I think the mainstream narrative has been to label any sort of disagreement or any sort of commentary that says, you know, that's offensive as cancel culture. I think it's kind of more nuanced than that. Probably the word I've been looking for this entire commentary. But yeah, there's a degree where I think if somebody, I could see how if somebody said something really, truly just fucked up, and 10 years later a video gets leaked of it, there is a degree of it where it's like, I'm not gonna defend that shit. The Seinfeld guy is an example. Oh, what's his name? Kramer? I don't know. The guy that like went on that super racist comedic rant, like it wasn't even funny, it was just racist. Yeah, I can see how if a video like that was leaked 10 years later, how that would have consequences, you know? I think it is kind of trash that it would come out 10 years later, or that a lot of this stuff comes out 10 years later, but there's also the fact that like, man, this is going deep. Like right now I am 19 years old, okay? So if I said something when I was, you know, 9 or 10, and then it was bad, it was offensive, it was totally ignorant, then it got leaked to Twitter or something and I got canceled for it. I think that's stupid, because it's like, well, he's a kid, didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. It's largely just a result of his influences that he can't really control at that age. Whereas there is an age though where it's like, you know, you're 45, you're old enough to know better. It's definitely questionable. I'm not saying ban people, I'm not saying, you know, ruin their lives or anything. Overall, I think the topic of the video, it definitely spurs a discussion. I think it does it in a more healthy way than like Tom McDonald does, you know, and probably a more agreeable way. He's not really taking a stance left or right. He's basically just saying it like it is, and then leaving it to the rest of us to kind of dive into that topic if we dare. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of this song in the comments below, musically, lyrically, the music video as well. Curious to hear your thoughts on this one, and I encourage an open discussion. I really don't want any negativity in my comment section. I don't want any negative energy on this channel. So I do my best to keep this community completely positive. If you have a disagreement, that's okay. You can express that. I have absolutely no problem with that. If you have a problem with the video I made, no problem with that. But yeah, most importantly, be nice to each other, and then also just, you know, don't be a dick. Like that's all I ask for. I would like for you to go like above and beyond and be kind of positive to one another, but just at the very least, don't be a dick to each other if you're disagreeing in the comments. I try to shut that shit down really quickly. If you want to see more reactions to bands like this, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you never miss when I react. And as always, I'm your boy Jordan Needham. This has been J Ham Entertainment, and I will catch you next time.